Good afternoon, Flosstube. It's Lori of Mischievous Stitches. I want to welcome everyone to my channel today. I'm right in the middle of fully finishing a couple of recent cross-stitch finishes. I thought I'd pop in today, share with you my ideas of how I'm going to finish these items, where I am in the process, as well as share with you a little bit of haul I picked up yesterday. So I was invited by my friend Pam to join her to drive up to a local shop to me, which is Stitching Kitten in Lexington, South Carolina, yesterday morning. And we met up with our friends Charlene and Natasha. We spent the day shopping, chatting, giggling. We grabbed some lunch and we shared our current pieces, what we're working on, as well as what we had just bought for haul. So I have a little haul I'm going to share with you. I'll link the information about the shop below. It has recently opened just over the summer in July. They opened there in Lexington. It's a sweet little shop, and I can already tell they're actively getting new items in. So I've been lucky enough to visit it about 3 or 4 times now, and each time I go, there's a little more to see. The fabric wall this time was just absolutely amazing. Everything is hanging up. They're on hangers. They will cut to size of the quarters, halves, full yard, whatever you need. But they also have many threads. There's another thread wall. And I picked up a few patterns. They had recently acquired the haul of a lady who had passed. So I was able to pick up some older pieces that I had seen and never purchased or had forgotten about, and I want to share them with you today. So I know I was just at Barefoot Needlearts last weekend and picked up some haul there, but like I said, these are some older patterns, not all of them, but just a couple. I didn't get a whole lot, but I did pick up Happy Bunny Day. I've seen many of you that's picked this up around Easter time. I picked up a small fabric remnant. Let me stay out of the focus of the camera so you can see it. I picked this one up. I've seen many of you stitch it around Easter time. It's always stitches up beautifully. And I picked up a small piece of linen, and they have a little couple of drawers with just remnant pieces that are perfect for smalls. I really love digging in that drawer, and I picked up several smalls, so it was perfect for what I was doing, the stashing I was doing while I was there. I picked up fabric and thread for this piece. I stitched this piece. This is Heart and Hands Monthly Mania October. For those that's been watching me for a while knows that back in March, I did the Monthly Mania for March, which was a leprechaun, and he was so adorable. And I just fell in love with this pumpkin. You can see the pattern has a few specialty stitches there, look like Smyrna crosses. I picked up another piece of remnant fabric, and as well as the thread. It calls for sweet potato. Now, it had All Weeks Dye Works colors inside, but as you can see, the other colors are just in the border of the piece, as well as the lettering, the leaves, and the vine off the pumpkin. And I'm just going to use DMC for that, but I did want to see the variation in the pumpkin, so I picked that up. I picked up this one because I was going to do an anniversary piece for my husband and myself this year, and I picked a rather big one. I've stretched myself thin, and I'm not going to make it to our anniversary. It's not going to be finished. So I picked up something smaller. I'm not 100% sold on this fabric, but I thought, well, maybe I can get a little bleach spray to it and age this up a little bit. But this is Heart and Hand, and it's Always You. It was Always You. It's a beautiful piece of blue linen. But as you can see, it's plain compared to what's here in the pattern. The pattern is absolutely beautiful, and the contrast to those white flowers there. So I'm thinking if I can do a little bit of dyeing of this piece of fabric, just enough to make the fabric more interesting, so this more minimalistic design is going to stick out on it. But again, another fabric remnant. I told you I got a few smalls in the pieces. And then, let me just pull everything out. I picked up another Satsuma Street because, as I said, I've got the Halloween tree I shared with you in the last video from the $1 tree. This is Halloween tree. And this is the barcode if you're interested in trying to find that on your own. And I've got a few of these ornaments, and I'm finishing up my most recent Satsuma Street Halloween finish to go on this tree. So hopefully in my next video, it'll be right here with 2 ornaments on it, or one or 2 ornaments. I don't remember how many Halloweens I have finished, along with some of these cute little bulbs, and they're plastic, and then a few lights. But this is the newest one I have. It's in the same series with the one I finished last week, and this is Vampire. Isn't he so cute? So now I have a total, I think, of 3 of the kits, and it may only be 1 finish. But I did see a few up there that I had not seen before, so I'm curious. I need to get online and look at Satsuma Street's Etsy shop and see if she's already did a release for this year, because I didn't think to check. So I do have this one. And then I picked up an old Lizzie Kate. This is A Merry Little Christmas. Hank's outside. He's chasing squirrels. The squirrels are actively running in the backyard in the trees. He caught another bird yesterday, and I think he's actively trying to catch a few squirrels. But this again, back to this, is Lizzie Kate, A Merry Little Christmas. And here are the thread colors. So as you can see, the thread colors are a good bit brighter than the pattern. But I did find a piece of fabric. The fabric is gorgeous. It's not the piece that it calls for here, but that's what I had in mind. Can you see that? It's like it's a green, whitewashed kind of green, very Christmassy. But I found this piece. I've never seen this color before, and I thought it was absolutely beautiful. I got a half of this. This is Weeks Dye Works Aspen. I wish it was coming out truer to color than what you're seeing here. Green is one of my favorite colors, and it has like a green tint. It's not the bright minty green of this color, this fabric piece here. It is darker. Let me see if I hold it back. No. But it is a Weeks Dye Work. It's on the looks like it's possibly on the old fabric base. It is. But I'm absolutely in love with this piece. I think we all were, because they had a yard, and when we were done shopping, the yard was gone. But I think it's perfect fabric for, that's a little truer to color as I've got it turned to the side there. But I think it'd be perfect for a sampler, and even that piece I picked it up for. And then there's the 3 other pieces I want to share with you. And again, these are all older pieces. I don't know for certain, but I would doubt that they're still in print. One of them is a Cedar Hill counted cross stitch shaker country. This is Christmas Country Village. And I think it looks, the fabric it calls for is called Coffee Bean by Witchelt. So it's a darker fabric. But I'll find something that it'll work with. And this would be beautiful for Christmas. I'm trying a new setting with my phone with filming the videos, and I can see that it's focusing better. But bear with me as I learn to stay out of the picture as I focus on the patterns. The other one I picked up was a Sam Sarah design, and this is doubles, and it's America. So you have 2 patterns here. One of them is for cross stitch, and one of them is for wool. I meant to get on my phone and actively look for these pieces under the Sam Sarah hashtag last night, hoping to see one of these finished up and get ideas for foolish finishing it. But because the other piece I picked up was a Sam Sarah as well. Now my friend Charlene had picked this up and said that she had searched and recently found this piece because she saw someone stitching it and it just drew my eye to it. And when she, like I said, she had already purchased it, I decided to pick this one up. And I wanted to get online because they're both patriotic and take a look again, follow the hashtag and see if I could see these fully finished. So those are my finishes, and I do apologize for Hank out there. I think the neighbors' children, there's 2 little girls, and they have a swing set, and they're always out in the back when it's beautiful weather like today. It's overcast here. It looks like it may rain. It's not being called for, but they get out there, and as little girls do, they're screeching and giggling and squealing, and he wants to play. So as far as finishes, this is one I shared with you, and you can see I've put the double-sided tape on the back because I'm getting ready to back it, and I did have a piece of felt that I think will work well. And you can't see the felt from the front. You can only see it, of course, if the ornament twists, but I think this color works perfectly with this piece. So I'm going to get this one finished up today. All I've got to do is adhere the felt to the back. I'm going to remove the backing for the double-sided tape. And the double-sided tape comes like this. So it has a waxy covering, of course, because it's sticky. And then when you remove it, the tape, of course, is on the inside. You adhere this, as I did, to the back of this. And then I'm going to pull the waxy backing off of this and adhere it to the felt and then cut it out. Now, I think I'm pretty sure I've shared these with you as well. The past few little ornaments I've completed, I don't know where, I have another pair. Someone suggested the Tim Holtz scissors for doing those delicate stitches because I bought 2 pairs. One of them were snips, and it wasn't working well when you're trying to maneuver around small spaces on that perforated paper. But there was a paper crafter who suggested I try these. So on my next video, I'll let you know how that goes. But I purchased these. I do like how the handles on them allow you to grip it well. That'll help me to maneuver around those small spaces. And I like that they're kind of padded. So that'll help with my hand. And they have a sheath on them, as you can see. So when you're storing them so they don't get damaged. I'll let you know how that goes. And my finish, I started this piece on the way, on last Thursday, on the way to the Barefoot Needlearts retreat. And this is, did I keep my pattern up here? I'm not sure if I did. I think I put it in with my bag from the trip yesterday. But this is a tiny modernist. And I think it's called Get Crabby. Don't quote me on that. And I decided I wanted to finish it up. And I remembered these boxes from Hobby Lobby. And I picked this up today as well as the paint. And I chose Americana. It is an acrylic paint and the color is crystal blue. And this was just a regular wooden box from Hobby Lobby. And you can see there it's got some what do you call them? Separations inside. And I'm still in the middle of finishing up. I placed 1 layer of paint on there, and because this wood, I don't know the exact wood that these items are made from, but the moisture from the paint will cause the wood to expand a bit, and when it does that, you can feel it So after I make the first paint, then I will sand it. Then I will go back over to kind of, give it a deeper color, a more solid color, as well as get in the corners and the little crevices you have and up around the edges so that everything is covered. And then I will let that dry and I sanded it again. This is just painter's tape that I had, and I will probably run one of my razor blades around the edges of this so that I can break that paint loose when I get ready to pull it off. But before I fully, I'm done with it, I'm gonna go over it with some brie wax. So it'll have a little sheen and a little protection from the moisture, because I am in a humid, this is a humid climate that I live in. I also went ahead and I cut out from chipboard, I cut out the chipboard, and you could see I took it out. I just painted glue. When I say painted, I took a paintbrush and put the glue on this. I put 2 pieces of chipboard together, and this is what I'll mount my piece on to put it inside of here. And I've left a little bit of play around the edges of this board for the actual finishing. So you've got this, and where's my crab? I haven't checked yet, I meant to check. So it's gonna have a little bit of overlay. I think when I measured it, it's about an inch overlay on all 4 sides. So half that and half is about a 1/2 inch. So it's not gonna be mounted right up to the edges of the piece. Thought about putting fabric around it, but I'm gonna leave it just as it is. But this will be a little bit of, if this gives you an idea, I was going to match this color here, and then that helps the crab to stand out. I'm not sure about the inside. Let me open it. I'm gonna have to put a piece of ribbon or something underneath this piece as I mount it so that I can get this lid up, because right now what I do is just press it to open it, and I'm gonna put a little bit of ribbon underneath the edge of the crab finish so that I can lift it up, and then I'm not having to touch the finished piece. But there's plenty of room for stitchy related items inside. I'm thinking I'm gonna cut a few more pieces of the chipboard and mats, maybe some batting and a coordinating fabric on top of the batting and the chipboard to lay inside of these separations here. But I should have it finished by next weekend. And I shared with you the ravens, so we're good there. I only have a small work. I planned on easing myself through the stitch along for this piece, which is October 31st by Cottage Garden Samplings. The stitch along started on the 1st, and it will go until the last person's finished. And I wasn't gonna rush through this. I just want it finished by the end of the year, me personally. If anyone runs past the end of the year, that's perfectly fine. But I'm just gonna do a thread or 2 here and there, so that I don't want anyone that's participating with me to feel pressured that they have to, speed through this. So you can see there's only a tiny bit of work since last weekend when I shared this with you. I think when I took off to the shop, to the retreat, I had finished the star and just a couple of these vines, and then I realized one of them was in the wrong color. I had to rip that out, but I did finish this at retreat and moved over to start this star. So hopefully by next weekend, I'd like to have the border done, but if I don't, that's okay too. Several of you have tagged me on Instagram with pictures of your progress on your pieces. I'm so excited about hosting the stitch along with Mudpuppy Stitchery and Barefoot Needlearts. It's such a sweet little piece, perfect for the season. You can still join if you have the piece already. You've already got the pattern and you want to start along with us, feel free to. Or if you'd like to get the pattern, I'll leave the information below. for Barefoot Needlearts, because they are offering through the 31st of October 20% off of the threads and the pattern if you purchase it from them. If you go to their website, the stitch along is listed on their homepage. You just click on the link where it says October 31st stitch along with Mischievous Stitches, and it'll take you right to the pattern and supplies. But as well as that, I offered a giveaway 2 videos back. I announced the winner of the giveaway and notified that person on their comment on that video, and I have received no response. So on my next video, I'm going to announce another winner from that video. So if you entered that giveaway there, just make sure, I'm not taking any more entries for it, so it has to be the ones that commented on that one originally, and I will make sure I look at the dates and times. You make sure you come back next week to take a look to see if you've won it. And this piece is stored, my current whip of this is stored in a bag that I bought at Barefoot Needlearts last weekend. Oops, that's the back side. It's just an envelope pouch, but I love these envelope pouches. I've made some of my own, but this one is just perfect for the season and perfect for that stitch along piece. My other current piece, my focus piece, this is the one I'm actively working on. I'm getting close. I'm still not there, but I am still actively working, so I'm getting close. So this is Interlocks Blues. I changed the colors up. And here's my piece. I didn't iron it again this week. Through this video, I'm going to take it upstairs and stitch on it for a bit. So this week, I did fully complete this corner, and I started bringing this down. So I worked on this border line here. I put some more of the red in here. I completed the red work around this piece because this piece, this one, the white was not completed, so I completed that. And I moved here. This one was completed, but this was not. So I've completed all of this, as well as the peach color here. All of this light peach color I've done this week, and all of this red work. So I still have a good bit to do, but I really could, in all honesty, probably knock it out this week if I would just focus on it. Just in the evenings when I come home from work. That would really make my week if I could just knock that out. We'll see. What else do I have going on? I think that's it. I don't have anything else going on. This afternoon, my husband and I are just going to grill out a couple of steaks and I'll toss up a salad this afternoon for dinner. He'll probably continue to watch football, and I'm going to continue to work on that blue box for that Tiny Modernist crab that I just recently finished. And other than that, I'm just going to enjoy my week. I'm really enjoying the weather. We've got the windows of the house open right now, letting the cooler air in and letting it air out a little bit. But everyone, just enjoy your week. Thanks for visiting me today, and I'll see you next weekend. Hugs and stitches. Bye-bye.